across my seat a bit. There we go. Right. Here we have, I should say, good day viewers. Good morning, afternoon and evening, wherever you may be. And here, aka Stone Toad. I was just went through my maps at the moment, just checked them because yesterday we were doing a live stream, a multiplayer, and on the welcome map, it was just a straight welcome map, but the tractors weren't on there for some reason. Don't know why. I had it as a multiplayer set up, and then we went on it, they weren't there, so we had to download them off the mod hub. So anyway, there's little Massey Ferguson here with tracks. This is my Progress Plains map with Walker Farm. I'm going to show you both maps today because I've just put this one out and I realised it was at night when I recorded it. So I just put it out on my channel over at Ken Warrett on YouTube, if you want to go over there and see it. Yeah, so I decided to come back and do this one, show a quick show of this and then go to Cattle and Cane. This MF1 pack is after they did the update for the straw pack. I got it in rendered white. Of course this is Walker Farm. Put some trees in it around here. Divide the back paddock or back part here up into 3 lots, 1, 2 and 3 behind me. And I put this tower in here to make a bit of money. Just started putting little bits and pieces on it to make it different to the other ones that I've made up. Of course we've got all the implements and that still around here. Everything's still Walker, except for the add-ons I've done. Like the beast of the ball beasts are in here. There she blows, it's Moby Dick, the big white one. Yep. It's a beast and a half, that thing. You can see it live over on Nick's channel on Walker Farms. Yeah, of course the plough and that's here. The houses are still here. Added a few decorations around the place. I'll put that mate like that. These vineyards look good without the actual manure and that added to make them bloom. I put an orchard in here. Whoop, an orchard in here. Go back out again. This red shed pack I've picked up and put it around the map in different places. I put a couple of more of their sheds up the top here. It's the only thing that's lacking on the actual family farm is they've got these are grain silos in the top of the shed. They've got a hole where they put the auger and that up, and they fill it up with wheat and that to store it. They're actually a grain silo shed, which is pretty cool. A dual purpose, see. But they like leaving their gear outside, but I don't like doing it. So I brought this one over here and put it in the farm as well. We've got some cucumber in this one. Cucumber, and then we've got tomato. And this one here is cabbage. I always thought this was cucumber, but it tricked me ass. So these are all the trees and shrubs and bushes and that are still in Walker Farm. All these ones around the edge and that here. I keep them in as much as I can in the actual map itself. I take out all the buildings and stuff like that, and I make my own. This is a rendered little shed because I needed somewhere to change out tyres and that sort of thing. Well, get rid of trucks and paint them different colours and stuff. Swimming pool, put in the backyard here, added some other stuff around here from that Westbridge pack, I think it is. Air trampoline, you know, I was going to put swings in that here for the kids, but obviously I hadn't done that. The windmills are off that pack as well. The chook house is, hasn't got any chooks in at the moment, but Stuart's here running around, as you can see him. And he's, oh, there's the swings. And his old doghouse. He loves that old doghouse. He might spruce it up and give it a paint job soon. Might make it white. Yeah, so this silos now I just put in here. It's a small one. This is one I'm thinking of for the other map that's coming out. Yeah, because apparently you can remove them now, but I think the concrete barriers are still going to be in the way. But there's the tank there, and this feed company here, Edge Feed Company. They supply all our cattle needs, all our so therefore all our straw and everything like that can be worked back in to add to the build-up of the soil, microorganisms and stuff. So these are good feed company. They supply us with everything we need for our cattle. There you go. Bit of role play. We've got the straw pack thing down here, which is the rep's over at the house. I've got to show him, old Eddie. Yeah, but I put that in there, so we're going to use the pellet machine and that to do the hay pellets and stuff, and then we're just going to like sell it to that sell point. This truck shed, normally the blue truck's over here, but it's over there. Now this here, in the one that's on there, it's at night. I've set it before. Like I downloaded this off the PlayStation. It was the free one, the the Fs19 thing. So I downloaded it and I kept the disc, and I got me actual disc in that over there. This PS4, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, in case I think it's PC. It's PlayStation, and I downloaded it, and on there was I had a Massey Ferguson here. If you look on the other map on my other channel, the little grey Massey with the light grey with the red motor chassis, and yeah, it disappeared. I don't know where it went. I do not know where it's gone. I've looked through all the mods and that, can't find it. These maps were saved in that, by the way, once I downloaded the other thing. But I can't find the my Massey. So I had to go with Mr. International here. Yeah, because I wanted an older tractor to run that feeder, and the man tanker, of course, which is in the animal part, not the trucks. It's in the actual animal thing on your mods. Yeah. Now over here, I was in here before checking them out, and there's a grey one. I think it might be that one coming for me now. This one here, I think it's the head cocky. They have a pecking order, and this one seemed to have been like that, pushing me around before when I'm in here, even when I'm floating above the look. Still, she's eyeing me off. So she must be the head one, I reckon. Tells the rest of them what to do. But the characteristics of these cattle is unbelievable. Like if you get too close to them, their ears will start flicking, like that one. See how they're talking to each other? But they'll stare you down, and if you put too much pressure on them, they'll move away. Like if you're running around in the yard, they actually do like real cattle, man. It's cool. If you add pressure, they move away from you. But of course, you've got to imprint on these calves and that when they're born. That's how come they're so quiet. We're going to get the band come in later on in the series to he's got some straws in that for us, so we'll be running for a race, a portable race. Going to bring that in because there ain't one on the farm. Yeah, feedlot. You got to look after your cattle. So this is the farm. There's the sales rep there. I better go say g'day to him for you. There was a there he is. Oh, down. There he is, Eddie. Mr. Strawman. He's Mr. Scarecrow. He's Eddie Scarecrow. He's the straw rep for the Harvest Pack. You might have seen him on one of my other maps. Same map, but different configuration. So this is it. I just wanted to show you in the daylight. It's my my feedlot that I've got going on one of my gameplays. Walker Farm. By Mapper's Paradise. The Walker family. See, when you take the house away, this board doesn't stay there, so I can't keep. Actually, I'll show you where Nick and they're in the shed. Nick and Leg Arms is in the shed here, getting a bit squished by the big brute. There they are, discussing what they're going to do next. Big brute's in for a little bit of a service, and the old girl is going to stay in the shed for a bit. There's a big brute in the wall over there, that picture. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Yeah, like I said, I went to play the multiplayer, and for some reason it They weren't on there, so we had to download the mod in that just to put them on. And I've got to see if they're actually labelled. Yeah, so that was annoying. It doesn't matter, that's our multiplayer we've got going, so you'll probably see a bit of that as well. It's actually walk-up arm only. No additives. Oh, except for the road train. Sorry. Had to put a Wilson road train on it. So that's it. Now we'll just get out of this one and we'll go to Callan Kane. Oh, I'm going to get rid of here first. When you're ready, I'm going to go on there, go there, and reload it again. So nothing happens to the poor girl. So we'll get out of this one. While we're waiting. Right, and we'll jump across to Callan Kane. Yes, I know there's some things taken off there. Just mods I didn't put back on and stuff when I rebooted it. I said I wouldn't carry on about things, so about certain things, so I'm not going to. Yeah, I just can't find that tractor. That's one thing I will carry on about. Can't find it. Come on, please put it back. I mean, I was using that in the little grey Massies. Because I like Massey Ferguson's, by the way. And the sickle bar. You know, I was only just thinking that in 17 we had the sickle bar and that with the classic pack. And with the little baler, square baler and stuff like that I used to use on there as well. So when they brought out that square baler the other day, like I had the New Holland one that was accidentally put on it. I kept that on my mods. So when I downloaded this off the don't want seasons on this. Yeah, I when I downloaded this, I lost that too. You know, which was a bummer. I don't know if that Massey Ferguson might have been discontinued, taken off, and I just had it loaded onto my mod, so I ended up keeping it, type of thing. But it is a bit annoying because I like that thing. Looked good on that feed wagon. Had just the right power and everything to run it, and it looked good with me riding around on it. Those open tractors look good. You can actually see person in third person type thing. They have a modern PC, I think, for that. That you can like get back like GTA, like you can get back and see your actual character and stuff like that. Because I actually started multiplayer and they said to me, "Oh, I didn't know you were a Negro." And I went, "What are you talking about?" Because I forgot that I put the that guy on there. It doesn't matter. I play him or I play the Latino guy, or sometimes the Latino girl. Depends on whose character I'm playing with. But that's my main one. I do the Latino girl with the cropped hair and the white shirt, actually, like this, sort of. This one got more blue in it than anything. I had the LS on the hat, but I noticed DJ had that, and he had the same character of what DJ's got basically. But and he had the LS. I had my LS cap on, and I noticed he had it too, so I took it off. Didn't have a cap because in case somebody says I'm trying to copy him or something. Right, Callan Kane. Let's see what's going on here. Wrong one. Sorry. One thing I haven't checked Massey Ferguson. Actually, might do that quickly. See if I can find it. Where are we? Massive. Nothing. Damn. See that thing there? I had the New Holland one that was similar. Not upright like that, it was off to the side, but yeah, the yellow one. It's gone now, because I changed it. Sad. I kept that for so long, since Peterville. I was on Peterville when that lobbed and I grabbed it and then they took it off. This has got the crops in there actually. I've got some manure in there so you can see the tomatoes growing, the cabbages, and have I got a cucumber around here somewhere? These are the MMF pack. They're everywhere, look at them. Mercury Farm pack. A couple of those little bars around. These are all the shedding in that in brick. Remember in the last one they had I had it rendered white. You get rendered white, brick, blue cobblestone, and the red barn look, which I had on another one of my maps if you want to go check it out. Of course it was Walker Farm. Walker Farm is the map for me. Like it's like the map base to put stuff on. There's that great feed company again. As you can tell, all the sheds. See, I've got the wagon mat in here. That's that silo that was on the other one. That was rendered white down by the other silos down there. This is the brick form. I've got some pallets and that there. The cattle. They call them drought master, by the way. All the red ones. I've got the homemade water thing there. I've got the Joskin one. Is that the one with the sipper cup on the back? Little trough. No, it's the original. You'll find with a lot of the stuff I use the in-game stuff, in-game hub stuff. This fence pack I put in because I wanted to give the farm a bit more of a curb appeal when you come up to it. I tried that big Spanish bull thing as a signpost type thing down the end of the road, but didn't like it. I like the actual black ones that they've got at the actually got one up the road there. I think they got it up the road at the new. This is strip farming. In case you haven't heard about strip farming and that before. Basically the grass is kept in the middle. I do 4 runs of with the Great Plains seeder, the direct seed one, direct plough. I do 4 or 5 runs of that to make the actual crop itself. Then I do one of actual grass, so that way you can mow that grass all the time. And when it's harvested like it is now, with this beautiful texture that's coming out to a stone, what's it called? Stone Valley. Sorry, lack of oxygen. Been crook for a few days. Been on oxygen for 3 days. Yeah, this corn texture and that. He's asked if he can have it. Put it on there, and Mapper's Paradise have given him the okay. So basically, when this is harvested, like it is now, we'll probably just put manure down there and then work that back in. Manure, because of the simple fact, see, this is good coverage. So normally when they harvest and that, and most of your maps, you'll see that there's just a stalk, a little bit of stalk that sticks up in the middle there, that little brown bit. That's all that's left on there. This is good leaf coverage with old dried out cobs and stuff like that. So the worms in it are still in months, that sort of stuff. When you harvest it, normally there's only those stalks sitting up, so all the worms and microorganisms and stuff like that got no ground cover, and the sun that bakes the ground, and that makes it harder. Of course, you get that crust and that, right? So they all go to where they've got coverage, which is the grass area where the roots are of the grass and stuff. So while they're in there, like you put down manure in that here before you plough it all in again. It's best to plough after any sort of corn or sunflower and stuff like that. Plough it all back in. Yeah, work it all back in. But you put manure in that down, so they come out at night. They feed on the manure and that, which they do worm castings and stuff like that. So they're breaking down the soil. They're adding more nutrients to the soil as they're eating the cow shit, basically. The manure or the slurry, whatever the case may be. So while they're eating all the organic stuff, they're actually putting more organic stuff into the soil. So then they retreat back into there during the day and that when it's hot, and when you come along and bust it all up and plough it all in, then it's exposed again. So they'll stay in those strips. So you come along and of course you have to fertilise that as well to get the good growth and that, so you can cut it and bale it and stuff like that. So that's the basis behind strip farming. Strip farming takes a bit of time to put in, because you have to actually stop the seeder and go through the menu to get the grass, and then do the run and stop it again before it comes back again. And yeah, it takes a bit of time to put it in. It took me a whole day to put all the sugarcane in. I mean, like a whole 24 hours, real day, real time, to put this in with the single row, or double row and single row I was running at the same time. Should have been running 2 doubles, but stupid me. You can see I've mucked up a bit there because I widened this map a bit, as you can tell. Put a bit of a dam and that in here. These are those vineyards that were on the last place. I like them so much I put them in here because I like them a lot. As you can see, there's one here in leaf, which I'm just going to let that die out. And it's got crop and that on it. It's got grapes and that on it. There's a new map with a whole heap of vineyards and that on it. I think it might be on PC though. But they've got covered in vineyards and that. Excellent. See, I live in the outskirts of Barossa, where in South Australia, Barossa Valley, which is a big wine district and that for those overseas. And we got the Clare Valley and McLaren Vale and that sort of thing all the way around us everywhere. But I put this dam and that in here. They might not like me putting holes in their map, but I actually like that. I like it a lot. The Ningen Farm map come out with all the F dams and that in it. Inspired me to do it. He's still on my list there, but I haven't reactivated it. He's done all the creeks and that, so it looks really good map now. Just waiting to see what happens. The sheds. One of them's the actual complete shed, and I had that all set up. Like I guess you haven't seen it from before. So this map you've probably seen before. I've done it before. I'm putting some chaff and that in there. That's what we're doing at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll get out of this and go over to everything working. And what have we got? We've got a couple of things on the go. This thing here, I was going to run over to. Hang on, I'll get the others working first. Wrong button. As you can, I was just trying to see right there next to it. It's got a bit of the corn, and then it's got this what's this, wheat or barley? Wheat, it says down there. If you look, you dopey. And you've got a bit of that corn texture there. See the corn texture? So basically, what happened was the big bud. I put all this stuff in with the big bud originally, and it overshot the runway. And those little grass things there, there's no holding back the big girl. You just climb it, yeah. You just can't control the beast, mate. Can't control it. So anyway, that's what happened. So it whacked some corn and that down there, and it doesn't matter. And why are you sitting here? Oh, okay, I'm sitting there for the manure. Alright. Which we'll do that right now. Get a worker on that. So these workers are all locals that live in town and around the districts, and they help out. So there's that sugar cane right there. It's looking good, isn't it? Except when you're driving in it, like there's no crop destruction. That's ready to harvest, I reckon. Getting very close to it. See, this is the first map I've ever done sugarcane on too, so I decided to put it in, and yeah, this manure, this has done the whole run of manure except for the back quarter, I think. I got this manure spreader too, by the way. I think it's a lizard one, not quite sure. Magnum tractors are in here, and that big case over there is because I got a quad track and that on the farm originally. So I grabbed that. The Magnums are sort of a bit of a ring-in. That's the original tractor that's on the map. That one there needs to start up and start going. Yeah, so we're ripping off this corn. So the house is over there. Yeah, this is the top end of the paddock. Oh, wait a minute, where are we? Oh, so we're strip farming. Strip farming's over there, and this is the corn paddock. Right, so we did the strip farming, then we did the corn paddock, and then it's overshot into the wheat. I get you. We're in the middle paddock where that would be 3, this is 4, number 4 paddock. Right, so what we're doing, we're going back on to that one there, stuck down there, isn't it? This one here, we'll go and dump it out first. So I put this little combo together here, but you have to dump the chopper every time you want to go dump this stuff, because you won't be able to dump the trailer if the chopper's still attached. So I'll come back and get this corn on that on here. I wanted to do fill up the bunkers. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to say anything. Anywho, the other map I'm eagerly waiting for. I love these bale ones over here. These bale silage pits. And I was going to put them on the other map. Apparently there's half a dozen bloody silage things at the farm now. So again, I hope you can remove them. So I originally, when I had when my PC was working, the other one before I got this new one that doesn't accommodate the map. It does American Truck Simulator, but it plays up. Oi! 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 Leave it! Yes, American Truck Simulator it plays, sort of. But it won't do the button box or anything like that for Farming Simulator 19 on the PC. I've got all this stuff installed in that, and I had these installed on the Outback map, but can only put that one in. Didn't do the Western Australian one, that was a bit too big for me. Yeah, so I had all this real good stuff in there. The old Russian truck with the auger on the back of it, the old rusty old truck. It was all going to be great for the Outback map, but you know, Brahman cattle and everything like that, but never happened. So that's why I'm ripping apart these maps and making my own maps. Now the Ninga map's out though, the Australian map. I played it originally, but then they had all those, that issue with the creek and that, which is now fixed, and they're dry beds now, which is excellent. All the less water and stuff playing around, so I'm really pleased with that map. I got it installed. Of course I pulled it apart and put my own stuff on it, because the generic pig pen and that sort of thing in the sheep yard and that sort of thing didn't look real, didn't suit, if you know what I mean, for me. I had open sheep paddock and that, like that big massive one. I put that one in one of the paddocks and stuff, and to make it my own, but then I got rid of it because I was waiting for the update. The update came, so then I reinstalled it, and I put those shade cloth sort of cow pens and pig pen next to it. They got the shade cloth on the side, the eco ones. Yeah, I put them in instead. And the black snakes there. That was trying to get in me cook house. If you watch the thing, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I still got that installed and everything, but it's just not. I haven't been on it. I put April Farm on again. That we're playing a multiplayer on at the moment. So, and I did started to do a let's play thing on Oak Glen, the older tractors, John Deere stuff. Waiting for these other ones. I haven't heard, seen anything of them, so I think they're just PC. Much more to discuss. And you see that really good black sheep modding map that just come out. If you check out 17 over my channel, you'll see it on 17 with all the extra bits that I had on 17. That was it. Check the dates. That was a few weeks before it. And the creamery is the next one that should come out. That's an excellent map with cattle and stuff like that, not calves. The chickens, little chickens run around, that eagle trying to get the chickens. Big bold eagle trying to get them little chickens. You'll see old Leghorn come out. What's his name? Miss Prissy. Yes. Miss Prissy. I've got a Miss Prissy out the back actually. English Bantam though. English game Bantam. She's Miss Prissy. She's been doing pretty good this year, selling on my roosters. Had a Filipino couple come and get 6 of them. They have them. They got like a little dog boxes that they set them on. Yeah, over there in the Philippines, it's a thing. They go with the crowing. The crowing is a very important thing to them. And they wanted to know if they're crowing. Yep, they crow all right. Had some good colorations and that for them. So they're going to put a little chain on the leg, and they're going to have their own little kennel. What they have boxes, and a perch. So they sit on top and they crow. That's what they want them for. It's a cultural thing that they do, which is cool. They don't use them for cockfighting. They actually use them for crowing. It's a spiritual thing. And the more crowing roosters and that you got, the more wealth you got, or something like that. So it's just like more camels you have, or Indians with the horses. Used to trade horses back in the day. The more horses you have, it says how wealthy you are. And I was watching a thing about what was it? Bolivia or something the other day, dangerous road thing, and the cattle on there, like 50,000 cattle places will have, and even the poorest guys got 1,000 head. You know, they're all Brahmin, by the way. Yeah, but it's a status thing. You know, the more cattle you have, the more wealth you have. Yeah. Anywho, let's jump back out because I saw their head up stuck. Yeah, there he is. I need to get in there and start that up. Pull it out. Lower. Turn it on. And we drive it through. So, as you can see by the oh look, there's rabbit hutches there. Past the tree house. Somewhere there they've got Flemish giant rabbits in there. I used to breed them as well. What was I about to say? This is just the corn, is it? Yep, it's just a corn crop. We don't want you. Go away. No one loves you anymore. Alright, so I'll turn that off. Go around. Check the traffic. I think I've got traffic off on here. Yeah, they're off. What was I saying? Can't remember. I can't remember. Yes, I totally forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I talk too much anyway. Yeah, this doco thing I was watching, it's I thought it was with Lisa Kelly on that Dangerous Roads with Alex and stuff like that from the Ice Truckers, but it wasn't. It was a doco from all different dangerous roads around the place, which is pretty cool. So I started watching the series of those. Oh, that sort of thing. A bit weird. Yes, my eyes have been open to the world a long time ago. Many moons ago. Now, this is the one that's a bit odd shaped. Oh, can't look back there, can I? I'll run it back around and then I'll go from there, I think. Let it go from there, I mean. Yeah, see over there, well, you can't see. Over there against the shed, see the little hutches against the shed over there? We've got Flemish giants in it. Big old grey rabbits. Actually, I've been watching a bit of ferreting in that lately. I've missed my ferrets actually. When we were down the farm, we had the ferrets. Had a massive dust storm in that one year. We were away in Broken Hill when come home and a couple of the ferrets got out. the cages got knocked over in the wind, and people that were looking after them didn't even tell us. And when we got home, they were gone. So we went searching, couldn't find them, and then a couple of months later, my male Chewy, he got hit by a truck crossing the road actually. With a rabbit in his gob. He'd been obviously in the warrens and that around the place. Here! Leave it alone! Sorry about that, blew your eardrums out. Leave it! There's a vehicle right there somewhere. See? Did you see that plane just then? Just went up? I have never seen it dive down and do that before. Amelia, is that you, Amelia? Amelia Earhart. Oh, you're finished, lad. Oh. Can you run a straight line for me? Yeah, I've got the worker buys everything type thing on mod on here, as you can tell. There we go. We'll just run this line up the crop, up the ground. That one there's ready. Where's my trucks? That's for the grain. That's for the corn. And what have we got? Yeah, so this B double's got a the 36 on the front of it, 36 metre, and then it's got the 80 metre on the back of that. 80 or 60? 80. Could be 60. Yeah, so I've chucked them on the back of the man. And how it was going to be with the one that's coming out. I was going to have the black sheep modding trailers on there because they're a lot longer. I was going to have them on there because you can have to reverse into the silos, but now you can sell the silos, so I don't know what we're going to do there. But it was an issue with these things because they're bottom dumpers, and you're not going to reverse tools and that in there, so I sort of cut them out. But now they can get rid of them. The main silos are not good because all the main silos you can just run through these trucks through. But see, this is a double, right? And on this map in particular, even on the multiplayer, we've got doubles, quad trailers, 36s, but there's a B doubles combination. So yeah, so running big trucks. See, this is just a normal one. Running big trucks and stuff is something that I do on these maps because the map's made for it. Absolutely made for it. See, on 17 I used to run black sheep modding trucks with the legal dolly. Black sheep modding is probably see, I thought on 17 that the tow hitch was actually under the bumper, not on the bumper down below. But it proved me wrong because when I went back on 17 and had a look, it was actually down below. And that's why his dolly's got that arm that goes down to the bumper itself. It seems to sit too far back for me, so that's why I use the legal one. Legal one's the one I use all the time. This is so close to being totally full, it's not funny, so I'll just go cross country. Across the country. No, that crop's there, isn't it? See that big indentation there? This one? See that? I was actually going to put a lake in there. I was going to put that big pond thing in there. Because I saw a Patterson Brothers farm when I was listening to their beat bumping the other day. I noticed from the aerial shot, one of the area shots there, one of their paddocks got a big massive sort of like, not deep, but low lying water type dam in there. And I went, hey, that looks like bloody Walker Farm from a distance. And that big pond's just asking for it. It's not really a pond, but every time I look at it, I think it is. I'm thinking I should put water in there. I can do what I want. 19, you're allowed to do that. And this map is the ideal one. Like I've said millions of times, this map is the map if you want to customise your own maps. They've made it that way so you can just enjoy yourself. Thanks Walkers for letting me do it, and thank you Method Paradise for making it that way. Everything goes straight down, except for the Walker silo that's out there. It sits up at one end. If you put it down here anywhere, because I normally put it along there where the sheds are, we can just leave it out where it is. But this is broadacre farming, wide open spaces. Punt. Wide open spaces. So this is the map. And this truck, in case you're wondering about the colour, it's garlic. I love that garlic look. All the trucks should actually have it on. That white truck that's out there needs to go back into the workshop and get a paint change. Yes, garlic is my preferred colour for my vehicles. That off-white look, you know. Now on the actual multiplayer, I've got the big brown sleeper cab Road Warrior, I think it's called. No, that's the Roadrunner, isn't it? Roadrunner. Anyhow, that big brown one's for the International Harvester one they've got, or International Eagle, or whatever it is that they've got in real life. And I've got the blue Warrior truck and the red Warrior truck, because they've got red and blue peg belts, and they haven't got the I'm waiting for these Fords to come out. I hope they got the they can put a blue and green one on it. Red and green. Blue and green. This is what? That's the corn we're going to jump across here. This is the Grand. See all this stuff over here. I should have just like worked that into it. But we'll get some straw bales to sell them off. Yeah, so I'm running this map as we're doing it, type of thing. That's you probably would have seen it all before. It's a bit boring seeing the same stuff over and over, but normally I put it on real time. This is running on 5 speed, I think. Let's check that. No. No, it's on real time. I'm going to put on ×5, there we go. Although, at the moment we don't want it on ×5, do we? Because we're harvesting. Real time. See, there's all the settings out there. There's all the settings there. I've got the icons at the top of the map, and where the season thing is, and that print that comes up about the helpers and that sort of thing. That's at all 50%, so it gives you more of an open screen. And I don't believe we had crop destruction on. I'll find out in a sec. We've got to run this up into Hoa. There we go. Oh, when she goes, where she stopped, nobody knows. Yeah, this white truck's supposed to be in garlic, but I was going to do them all white to start off with. So we'll find out if we've got crop destruction in a sec. I've got itchy nose or something. Look at that gold. Gold. Yeah, don't take it all. No, I don't believe we have crop destruction on. See the front wheel spin on this? Got forward drive now. Normally I have lizard tyres on everything. I think I might have lizards on this. That's just my truck combination. We're getting up to the hour, so you might have to, in about I'll go and dump this at the silos, and then we might end it up there. And that will do us, because I've got it set on an hour time, so it cuts us off at an hour anyway. Whoop, 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 whoop. No rollovers, please. Should really have it all, you know, the covers all over and that sort of thing while you're transporting. Especially you boys with the yeah, your soybeans with your geo crops. Yeah, canola's a big thing in Australia. Canola geo modified canola. A lot of people don't like it along the road edges where their crops in it are. Actually, don't blame them. Each their own. Yeah. Those that grow it. Those that don't want it. Easy as that. Up on the grid. Alright, so it's set up for a back trailer, obviously. I'll move it forward. See, the thing about those Load King trailers, where you got the legs, if you get put on the original tanks, it doesn't like it too much. So we'll swap that over to there and go like that first. To the front one. Bye bye, corn. Bye bye. Look at that. And then we'll roll it forward and then hit this and go like that. That's the second bin will be empty. Oh, sorry, back here. Okay, so we'll switch to the front bin. See, majority of the time you got okay, what did I do? Is it that one? No, it's this one and that one. There we go. This one. So you push R1 and then down on the directional pad, just change it to the overload. Keep forgetting which one it is every time. And then you push R1 and triangle. So there we go. That's done. So I'll push that and go back to there. So that should be back on the front. See, if you've got B doubles, you've got that single jumper, so you just go triangle to switch to each one, and then you've got the dolly, which is classes 1 and the truck's classes 2, I think it is. But yeah, I'll take this truck back up there, and then that's where we'll sign off. It's 48 minutes, as you can see up the top corner. Yeah, so I left it a bit late today because I had to go do some stuff outside and then have a shower. I've got some honey and that in there that I've got to extract and that today, so I'll be doing that. So I was a bit later starting this morning. Didn't have a good night last night at all, again. So, like I said, I'm on oxygen for the last 3 days. So. Yes. Sitting around waiting to die. See, this one's full already because we didn't have any room in the truck. But look at these wide open spaces. Look at that. See, right down the tree line. We haven't got number 1 paddock though. That was a bit too much for us. We're down to 7. We're up to 700 at the moment. 1,000. That's all we got on this farm. And with these wages and that coming out on a regular basis, it's all gonna. Then we'll have to do a big run to the silos and make some money out. We'll do all these bales and that, and then keep them over there for the straw. Do we put straw in? No, because there's no manure on those things. So we'll just sell them at the the bale place, cotton and hay bale place. Run the other side of the post and set and drop. There we go, that's turned off. This thing needs to be turned off. Drop that. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Put it down. Drop it. No. Put it down and drop it. Drop it. It's like a pad. Won't let go. Right, so that's it. We're going to leave it there. I'll finish this off in a sec. Put it back on again. So that's going to be it. It's 50. Oh no, we got till a couple more minutes. Oh, I'll take it over there then. Don't argue. Okay. Had my Max cat was out last night and he was causing me to strife. Very, very old Max. He's in the bad books at the minute. Hey cows, I'll come check on you again in a minute. Feed is out. So we've got the other bay there, but we can fill up. I might have to reverse back into there in a minute and start filling that. This one's just about chockers. Yeah, it's the silage and that you normally do for total mixed ration and that sort of thing, but I think I'll be selling most of it because I use total mixed ration straight off of that, out of that great feed company, Edge Feed Company up there. They look after all our feed needs. Come on, get back there. Yeah, I'll come along and shovel this up with that tractor in a minute. Fill the spot, fill the spot. That country radio thing keeps popping up everywhere, but I've got it switched off. Well, I thought I had it switched off. So I'll get the big body up in a minute. You see that the Bedner, I think it is, plough there, that yellow thing. It's got a fertiliser thing on the front of there. I thought it was a sort of like a seed thing. So there's a fertiliser tub on the front of it, and then you've got the harrow on that, and then you've got rollers now on the back, disc rollers. That yellow thing. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it, and I'll show you that one here. There's the Great Plains. That's the first one here. Oh, you can't see where I'm pointing, but the first one in between the tractor and the upper seeder is the one that you put down the actual first initial stuff where it cuts it in. It will direct plough, so you can put it all down. The second one is what I'm going to be using after it's ploughed up. That will lay it down, but it won't cut into the grass. The direct seed one will destroy all the grass. So that's why I've got the two there. It will run each side of like it will run the actual plot itself and not kill the grass. The second one, because it's not a direct sow. But that's how you do that. That's how you recrop it again every time. And then after a couple of crops, you can just rip the whole lot and do it, start again. You know. Make sure you put manure or slurry down first, though. Okay. Give the worms and microorganisms something to eat. Right, is it on? That's on. There we go. Right, so that's it, everybody. That's going to be us for today. You watch this beautiful little combo happening. That way you don't need a big chopper and everything, and run the chopper plus the tractor and that to stay alongside of it. Just throw this one on it. That's a Pottinger in the choppers there, so check it out. Magnum tractors can do the job. Case Magnums. I've got a whole heap of John Deere and stuff like that. But yeah, these magnums do the job no matter what. Alright, so that's us. Well, that's me. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Check out my there goes the plane again. Check out the my thing on YouTube. There's heaps of other stuff on there. Grand Theft Auto, Mud Runner, and that. Everybody's doing Snow Runner at the moment. Once I get enough thunder up, I'll buy one of those. And do my own gameplay, of course, because everybody's hammering it. Alright, so goodbye. If you can't be good at it. Bye now. Hooroo.